Well, hello there, Piute Warriors. I hope you are all doing well. I'm so excited that you're able to join me on another day, on another lesson. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. I can't believe we're already in May. By in a couple of weeks, we're already going to be in June. Half of the year is going to be going by. So let's get started with a few fun things today. First of all, happy birthday to Natalie, Marissa, and Gavin. I hope you guys all have an amazing day today. On this day in 1777, that's a long time ago, the first ice cream advertisement appeared. Isn't that crazy? That's a long time ago. And now I feel like we hear about ice cream more and more, and people are getting more creative with the ways that they make ice cream and the flavors. I remember I went to Mexico about 2 years ago and I tasted a lot of different flavors like avocado, mole, just all kinds of different things that you wouldn't expect for ice cream to be made out of. So that was pretty cool. I thought that was really interesting and something I wanted to share with you today. Also, today is International Nurses Day. I know that with everything going on right now, now more than ever, nurses and doctors and everyone that works in on hospitals are appreciated even more. So I thought it was a good idea to recognize nurses today. Um, International Nurses Day is a day which is celebrated annually all over the world on May 12th. The purpose of this holiday is to mark the contributions made to society by nurses all over the world and to honor them. This day should not be confused with National Nurses Day, which is a holiday celebrated on May 6th in the United States to honor the contributions of nurses to society. So if you know any nurse out there, make sure you tell them thank you, that you appreciate all their support, all their hard work. Maybe your parents or one of your family members is a nurse. Please tell them thank you from my part. I really appreciate all the sacrifice and everything that they're doing at this time. Okay, today's quote of the day is every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day. So, when I was researching quotes for today, I really reflected on the quotes that I've been sharing with you, and I know that a lot of them are honestly just motivational quotes. I hope that you learn to try to see all the positives, even though times may be tough, but in one single day, you may experience so many bad things, but try to look at those, the good things for that day. You woke up in the morning, you have a house, you were able to eat something, whatever it might be. Um, Reflect on that and think of that as being something positive that's going to help you move forward. It's going to motivate you to continue living every day and just, striving for your goals. So let that be your encouragement. Okay, so I'm going to get to the lesson. So let's see. So this week we're talking about study skills. This is an activity that I'm going to be adding below this video. It's a PDF file that you can access on our counselor website below our video. So what we're focusing on today are external obstacles and internal obstacles. So let's read up here. So obstacles to concentration, and we all experience those. Every single person does, especially when you have a lot of people at home and maybe you have siblings. So let's learn more about this. Think about times when you felt distracted from studying. Yeah, when you felt distracted from studying, were the obstacles external, such as traffic or television noise, or internal, such as being tired or hungry? What can you do to get back on track? So this is a reflective activity. So what I want you to do is I want you to look at the section here on the left. So we have external obstacles and internal obstacles, and you're able to list up to 5 obstacles in each area, and then you can describe what you're going to do about it. So think about external obstacles. What I want you to remember about this one is that these are obstacles that you have no control over. So things that are happening outside of your control. Okay, so it can be maybe one of your siblings is crying. Maybe there's a lot of cars. There are a lot of cars outside. Maybe someone is playing the music really loud in your neighborhood. Um, your phone is ringing. You're getting text messages. Um, yeah, there's it's just really loud in your home. Or those are all things you can't control. So I want you to list your top 5 external obstacles, and then what are you going to do about it? What do you think would help to avoid or minimize the obstacles? Okay. So for example, I know that when I was younger, my house tended to be really, really noisy. So what I would do, and I would share a room. So what I would do was I would asked my mom and my dad if I was able to borrow their room, and just I would just be in the room. It would be just myself, my notebooks, all of my school supplies, and I would just get my work done in their room. And that way I was able to not be in such a noisy environment. So that's something that really helped. Um, Another thing that I know from other students that has worked for them is, especially for those students that have siblings that are younger, when there's siblings that are crying, that are fussy, they might just wait until their sibling is calm or taking a nap, and then they get to work on their assignments. So think about those obstacles and what would you do about it? Okay, so in terms of internal obstacles, do you have an idea of what those are? Can you think? Okay, so here are a few examples. So internal obstacles can be like when you're hungry, when you're feeling tired, when you're sick, when you're worrying, or when you're daydreaming. I know that happens to me a lot. So you can get stuck on your daydreaming and not accomplish anything. That happens very, very much. So again, list your internal obstacles, and then what are you gonna do about them? So obviously, if you're hungry, you're gonna get something to eat before you start doing your work or studying, so that way you won't have to worry about feeling hungry. If you're tired, you want to make sure you're getting enough sleep, so that when you do get to your work, you are focused and you are, concentrated, and you don't feel like you need to take a nap. Okay, moving on. So let's look at your study plan. And so I want you to go through all of these 1 through 8. And basically, this is going to help you create a plan. So, number 1, the place I study best is my bedroom, the public library, the kitchen table, the dining room, another place. So, whatever it is that you feel is the best place to study, go ahead and mark it off. Number 2, the reason I chose or choose this place to study is, and then ask yourself why. Why do you choose that place? Number 3, the time I study best is early in the morning, right after school, after dinner, another time. So make this work for you. Remember, this is something that needs to work for you. You're the only one that knows what circumstance you're in, so you have to make this plan work towards your advantage. The reason this time is best for me is it might be your siblings are sleeping. It might be that's the best time to borrow someone's room. Whatever works best for you. Maybe after dinner when you're already full and you know you'll be able to concentrate and your stomach's not going to be growling. Okay, number 5. I study best by myself, with a parent or another adult, with my brother or sister in a study group. I know that for sure Mine is in a study group, but it has to be a study group that's actually focused because we all know when we do any type of work projects, there's always something else going on that can keep us distracted. So make sure if you do choose a study group that it's a group that is actually going to be focused on what needs to be accomplished. Number 6, I need a study break every 15 minutes, every 30 minutes, every hour. So choose that. What would be the best? I think for me, it would be every 30 minutes. Kind of stretch, go get some water, maybe talk to anyone who's at home for a little bit, maybe look through my phone, check my emails. That would work for me. And then when I take a break, well, I kind of answered that. So what's something that you would do? Something that will help you, you know, go back to doing the work, maybe taking advantage of that break and doing something enjoyable, or like I said, maybe just stretching. And then lastly, number 8, list 5 items you need in your study environment to be an effective learner. So I need my computer. I need something to write with. I need a notebook because even though I have my computer, I'm still taking notes or writing things down. One thing I can tell you that I don't need, which is not on there, but I want to share that with you, is I don't want my phone around me. I try to leave it somewhere else where I'm not constantly being distracted. I need light. I need a place where I can put my belongings, like my computer or my notebook. Um, that way I can be comfortable. So those are just some things you need. What are some things you need? Some things that are going to help you. So again, this is your study plan. Make sure to choose what works for you and make sure, you realize that at the end of the day, all of this is about being organized and knowing what works best for you. So it's best to start this now to have a good plan, especially since we're so close to the end of the school year. We're all getting more adjusted to the way things are running. But also, you have to remember that you still have several years of school ahead of you. So it's really important to have an understanding of what you can do about external and internal obstacles, as well as having a plan in place. Okay, guys, it was great connecting with you again. Please leave any comments below this video on our counselor website and let us know what your plan is to study. What are some things that you're going to implement that are going to help you achieve your goal of completing your work? I would love to read about them. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.